So you're thinking about moving to Godley, Texas. Well, in this video, we are going to show you 3 neighborhoods and 3 different price points. And if you stick around to the very end, we're going to tell you about the 2,000 square foot house that sold for over $2.4 million.
And if this is your first time to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to be the first to know what's going on in the Texas real estate market, go ahead and hit that bell.
My name is Tom Jung.
And I'm Jack Lisenby.
And we are local real estate agents here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. If you're looking to buy or sell, we would love to hear from you. Whether you're a few days or a few months out, please don't hesitate to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. Anyways, Godley, Texas. So, if anybody missed our pro and con video or has not heard of Godley, Texas, there's a chance you drove through it and just blinked at the wrong time. It's a
totally missed it.
Yeah, it is a tiny town on the south side of Fort Worth. And so the feel of this town,
very, very small town feel, very quiet.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Yeah. And recently it has, when we're going to be talking about houses today, just most all of these are fairly new because Godley wasn't really even on the map until they built Chisholm Trail Parkway. And so from Godley to downtown Fort Worth, it takes about 30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So it's become more of a feasible place to live. And I think one of the big benefits is just lot sizes in a lot of cases.
Yeah, there's plenty of land out there.
Yeah. If you are in like one of those cookie cutter neighborhoods with the small ones, you're going to save some money as well. So I guess those are the big perks to Godley. Apart from that, so we talked about in the other video, entertainment.
Not much. Plenty of open space to do whatever you want.
Yeah, they've got the Del Taco that, or not.
Taco Norte.
We're butchering this.
Yeah, I don't remember the name
Del
of it.
Norte Taco?
Just watch the other video.
Yeah, other video. Anyways, they got concerts on the weekend. It's cool. All right, so kicking it off, let's talk price points.
Yeah, so we're going to start off in the starting price point. These houses, they range from about like the 250 to 450 on like the high end, but most of them are going to be in that starter home price point area around the 300,000 range, and that is Star Ranch. So a little bit to the west of these other 2 neighborhoods is a cute little community that houses a bunch of 1,200 up to 300,000 square foot houses. So these are definitely going to be more on the smaller end of things. They sit on about 1/5 of an acre. These houses, they're all very thematic. So whenever they built this community, they tried to keep the color schemes the same, and they went with like earth tones, and most houses usually are, but these are more like your sands and your clays and things like that. So it's very homogeneous. It looks really nice. They're all brick as well, so you're getting that, because I know a lot of the starting price point homes, they go with like wood siding or something like that to make it a little cheaper. But here, considering the discount you're getting being away from the big city, you do get that advantage as well. And some of them are more multi-story on top of that.
Nice. Amenities?
There's not a lot.
Yeah.
You are really close to the city center, so you don't have to drive too far to get to Godley proper.
Okay.
But as far as amenities go, this is pretty bare bones, cut and dry. You're just here for the house.
Which Godley proper has your post office, donut shop.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like the people who go to Godley are there to work. There's a lot of industry out there.
Very cool. All right, so if your budget's a little higher, if you're looking around that $500,000 price point, then what you're going to find is, again, mostly newer stuff. Most everything that's going to be out there is going to be built within the last 10 years. There are a ton of new homes, and for that, you're going to get more of that mid-sized family home. So we're talking, somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 square feet. And these are going to be coming to you on a half acre to about an acre. So depending on, how much land you get, obviously an acre is going to be a little bit more expensive than a half acre. And the finish outs on these homes are very, very nice for all the new ones that you're going to find out there. And, if you were buying something a little bit older, for example, in Lone Star Estates, now these were all built probably about 2017 or so. And you're going to find acre lots for about $500,000, and you're probably going to get a little extra. So like in the example we've got, they've got a shop in the back. So that's another benefit. If you're going to be buying something a little bit older, they may have a pool or a shop or something like that you don't have to spend that money putting in. But also these neighborhoods, much like the other one, not a lot of amenities, right? People are out there for the land.
Yeah.
And so that's really what it's all about.
Yeah. One thing I will say I really like about that community is the type of fencing they chose. With that iron pipe fencing that you see on ranches and farms. It just makes everything feel incredibly open as well.
Yeah, it looks nice. And unless you get the one neighbor that's got like 3,000 kid toys in the backyard.
Right, yeah,
like the
doesn't
trampoline
clean up
that's
after themselves.
Which that's why you got the HOA.
Right,
Yeah.
of course. Got to keep it neat and tidy. Well, just north of that one actually is Starlight Ranch, not to be confused with our first one that we started with, Star Ranch. Starlight Ranch is a fairly new community. They popped up around the 2016 and are still building to this day. They're about halfway through. I think they just finished phase 1 and they're starting on phase 2 here soon. But they are in the $500,000 to $800,000 price point. So if you're in the upper price range area, this is a nice place to look. These are bigger lots as well. They sit on about an acre plus, and they're 3-2s. So most of the extra square footage is going to be in your common areas and things like that. So if you have like a big family, may not necessarily be the right type of houses for you. But if you just want a little extra wiggle room, they're really nice. So these houses are started about 2,500 square feet and get all the way up to 3,500 square feet, and a couple of the specialty floor plans get a little bit larger than that as well. But they're very large footprints. They're more your ranch style houses, so they're not multi-story or anything like that, just very expansive single-story houses with huge lots.
So it's going to be more for like maybe folks that are retiring, they got kids out of the house and just maybe like entertaining or having the space.
They're great entertainment floor plans. Like I said, most of the it's that style where you walk in and it's just giant living room and open kitchen concept. Looks really great.
Awesome. Well, as promised, since you stuck around to the end, we're going to tell you about the house that was built in 2014. So for Godley, that's an old house, right? It sold for over $2.4 million. Of course, this is a little bit of a teaser. This was the most expensive property that sold over the last year in Godley, and it came along with 135 acres. So
that's quite a bit.
Yeah, I think it was more of the land that was being paid.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would really hate to mow that.
Yeah. I don't think you mow a lot that
I was like, if you can afford it, you'd probably pay somebody to do it.
Yeah, if anything, you're baling hay.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so this property, if you're doing the math on it, that comes out to about, if you factor out the house and just do the math on the land, that's about $15,000 an acre. So really, honestly, probably not too bad for where it's at.
That's not that bad. I was like, as you get closer to the city, I think it gets closer to like 25.
At least, yeah. If you're buying just an acre, you're probably spending close to $100,000. Obviously, when you buy more acreage, it comes down in price. But yeah, anyways, Godley, Texas, great place to live. And as always, we've got resources down below, whether you want to see what's on the market. Also with new homes, there you don't always see everything out there. So if you do want the inside scoop on what else is available, please do reach out to us. And yeah, apart from that, if you're looking to buy or sell, remember to keep calm. Call Tom.